All right. Welcome, guys, to today's class. My name is Kona Israel. I'm the CEO and founder of EasyWeb Tech, which is EasyWeb Technologies. So, on this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to rank your Fiverr gig to make it on first page. Now, so many people, some are newbies, some are even old on Fiverr, but they still do not know how to rank their Fiverr gig. Now, so I would want you to take your biro and a piece of paper as you'll be jotting down important facts while the video is going on. All right. So now, so now we have four major steps that we'll be looking at in how to rank your Fiverr gig. Now, what are the four steps? Number one step, you have to what? Optimize your gig content. Now, how do you optimize your gig content? You need to know the right words that can attract the right customers. So you have to use a clear and a concise title while writing your gig content. Now, what is the second step that we need to do? Second step we have to do is to optimize our gig gallery. Now, after optimizing our gig gallery, what do we need to do next? Optimize our prices. Some of us put outrageous prices or a very, very low price on our Fiverr gig. So those things reduce customers and reduce ranking as well. Now, what is the next step? The next step here is after you must have completed these three stages, all you need to do now next is to what? Promote your gig. I'm going to be showing you how you are going to promote your gig and the best way to promote your gig. So sit down, relax, get a pen and a piece of paper as we're going to be writing all these important steps during the course of this video. Sit back and relax as we go into practicals. Aspect of this class on how to rank your Fiverr gig. Now I highlighted four options on how you're going to use to optimize your Fiverr gig and make it rank. One of the first thing I said was that you have to optimize your gig content. Secondly, you have to optimize your gig gallery. Then thirdly, I talked about your price. And lastly, I talked about you promoting your gig. So we're going to be diving into the practical now. So just in case you've not created a gig before or you already have an existing gig, the first thing you do while creating a gig is to first of all go and search about the gig. Now Fiverr gives you varieties of different search options such that you'll be able to search and look for people who are doing related services with you. So now all I need to do now is to come here, click switch to selling and find a service. Now assuming I'm creating a service for web design product or graphic design, all I need to do is to come and search for that service here and click on maybe a responsive WordPress website. Now, if this is the service I want to do on Fiverr, I will just need to come here and look at people who are offering this kind of service. So I have an idea on what to look about. Now, this course is not for creating gig. However, you can also follow it up if you're creating a new gig. So what I'm showing you on this course is how to be able to make your gig rank, meaning you must have created a gig. However, if you've not created a gig, with this process also you can be able to follow the process, the procedures are used to what now? Create your own Fiverr gig. Now, one of the first thing you need to take note of when you search for the service that you are rendering or the gig that you want to create, you should take note of these things suggested. Now, what is it suggested now? It's suggested are the tags that Fiverr recommends while searching for this gig. Meaning, if you have a gig on responsive WordPress website or responsive design, you should make sure that while setting up this gig, you use these selected or suggested search tags in your gig. Now let's go back to gig. Now assuming you already have a gig, you come here, go to gigs and click on what? Edit gig. Now your gig has one, two, three, four, 5 steps if you want to edit them. Why if you are creating a new gig, it has 6 steps. The last step is called the publish step. Now, what does your gig do? It has an overview that talks about your gig and your search tags. We have the next one called pricing, description, requirements, and gallery. Like I told you, the first thing is to what now? Optimize your content. Now, how do I optimize my content? Now, I need to look for a very good gig title. A gig title meaning I have to write words that can attract the right customers. I have to use clever and concise title. Now, my title of my gig needs to be what? Clever, needs to be concise, as short as possible. Because first impression is what shows up on your search. And first impressions, they say what matters a lot. So now what do I need to do? I need to create a very good gig title. So if you look at this gig title, it said I will design and redesign responsive WordPress website. Now, before you start creating this gig, like I told you before, you need to go and search for other people who are doing these gig services and know how their gigs are being created, people who are ranked, how their gig are ranked. Now, I will just come and click, maybe open like one or two. Now, Fiverr strictly recommend that you search and see what is done already so that you know how to upgrade what is done on your account. So I'll just go open all these other ones and see. Look at what this person said. It said, I will build responsive WordPress website design. If you look, this person has 20 orders in queue. Are you seeing it now, right? This person has 20 orders in queue. Now, if you look, one thing I said pricing also matters a lot. If you look, this guy's basic gig is what? $5. His standard gig is what? $280, and his premium gig is what? $380. Now, if you go to the next person's one, you see this person has one order in queue. His basic gig is what? $20, standard 150, and premium $300. Now, look at the title of the gig. It said, I will create professional and responsive WordPress website. Meaning, if somebody comes to Fiverr and search for professional WordPress website, it's going to find this guy. Search for responsive WordPress website, it's going to find this guy. And you go down and you see the search tags that this person has used. If you scroll down, you see the search tag. Now, what are the search tags this guy used? Responsive web, website design, WordPress design, business website. So those are the things you must take into consideration while creating your gig. Now, take note of the tags. Also, take note of the suggested tag that what Fiverr gives you. Now, this suggested tag should number one must be in your title of your gig and also must also be in your gig tags. Now, what do I mean by that? Come back to my gig, look at it. Look at this gig. Said I will design and redesign responsive WordPress website. Now, if you look, this gig title is very, very, very interesting in the sense that if somebody comes to WordPress and look for to Fiverr, sorry, to look for a website designer, is going to see you. Somebody come to look that I want to redesign, is going to see you. Now, this does not apply to only web design niche. It applies to any other niche, whether you are doing graphics, whether you're doing article writing. Just search on the niche you are doing, and that is it. If I'm looking for article writer, for example, click on article. Sorry about that. Article writing. Now, if your gig falls on article writing also, you will see good. Fiverr is going to also suggest tags for you. Are you seeing the suggested tag? SEO article, article writing English, essay writing, content writing, blog writing, creative writing, article writer. Now, that means if you are creating your gig title has to center on some of these suggested tags. For example, you can say, I will write 450 SEO article writing. I will do content writing, blog writing. So it has to settle. Now let's take a look at all these other guys. Look at what they are saying here. So I will write clear and convincing legal article. Are you seeing this title? Clear and convincing legal article. I will write health and fitness articles and blog posts. Now, if you also click on their profile, you see the search tag they're using. Now, I'm giving you this example because we'll not focus on only article and all that. Whatever it is you are creating your gig on, you should take a look at it also. Now, let's continue with our gig. Like I said, for the benefit of this class, I'll be using a gig that is related to the web niche. that does not mean that's what your own is going to be. Any niche, you follow the same process. You get the job done. Now, you see, I said I will design and redesign responsive WordPress website. Now, I will need to select a very good category. So depending on the category, I'll select. Now, I selected programming and technology, WordPress, and I would select my specialization. Now, depending on what you are using as well. Now, the most important part of optimizing your gig content is what? These search tags. Now, these search tags are very, very important. Like I said, always take note of the search tags that are used or are suggested by WordPress, by Fiverr, sorry to say, and also the search tags that some of these top Fiverr guys use as well. So that is the secret. Now, if you look at the search tag I'm using here, look at the first one, WordPress website. If I go back to the search, you see WordPress website, very good. You see build responsive WordPress website. You see create WordPress website. Now, if you still also go back, go down and see some of these guys, what they are using also, you see them. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. You see this person is using what? WordPress template, WordPress, website design, install WordPress. So you must take note of these tags and use these right tags. Now, you should also note that this tag, the tag you are using should also be in your title of your gig. Like I said, your gig content matters a lot. So you have to get a very good and clever title. So this search tag must also be in your title. Very important. So I've selected these search tags: WordPress website, responsive WordPress, website design. Now note WordPress template. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's look for another one. Let's look at okay, suggested tag. Now let's look at what this person is again. You see good WordPress template, WordPress design, install WordPress, very good. So I can come here and add what? Install WordPress, install, good. And what? When I'm done making it 5, I will click on what? Save. Good. So after saving, now I will move to the next step, which says what? Optimize your gig gallery. So I would skip gig gallery and I'll be taking gig gallery before the last one. So I'll move to the next one, which talk about your what? Yeah, pricing. Yeah, so pricing. Now we should try as much as possible to keep our price moderate. Look at other people who are offering these same services. What are their average price that they are rendering? Now, because if you are putting a very, very reduced price, people will come and say, maybe this one does not know what he's doing. And if you're putting a very high price, people will think that this guy wants to extort me, sort like that. So go also and search for these people that are offering related services to you. Look at how much they're charging. Look at this guy. His basic is what? $5. His standard is $280. His premium is $380. Let's look at this other guy. Let's look at someone else. See this guy, basic also is $5. His standard is $280. His premium is $380. Good. So you see, we have people who have standard of 280, premium 380. Note, you should also know that these guys are top level sellers, level 2 sellers. So if you are not a high level seller, it does not your prices don't need to be too much. You see, these guys' prices are high because they have attained some level in on Fiverr. So that's why their prices are high. So you look at these high guys on Fiverr, look at their price and take a slant or reduce your price a little. So I can come back to my gig and name them appropriately. So this pricing is for basic, standard, premium. Just name them. You can give them any name of your choice. I choose to give them basic, silver, and gold. Now you're able to tell them what your basic gig is doing and how much you'll be charging for your basic gig. So now I can reduce this basic gig and say, let my basic gig be $10. If you see most other guys are doing their basic gig for $5, I can say, okay, let my basic gig be $10. I can come back and say, let my standard gig be $50 is quite fair. And I can say, let my premium gig be $100. Note, you are a new seller, you are still very new to Fiverr. So you don't have to put a very, very high price and your price don't need to be too low as well. Now, after you must have make your prices fill in what those price. You have to be exact and tell them what those price will do for you. You understand what the price will be doing for them. So you can just come, tell them what the price is doing, tell them what this one is going to do for you, and what is coming up with that package of the price. Now, there's another thing very effective. It's called what? Extra service or gig extra. Now, what does a gig extra do for you? It's about telling them what service you will offer for them, an extra service you will offer for them for an extra cost. This also helps your gig ranking. Add gig extras. I can come here and say, my basic gig supposed to be 2 days delivery. I'll do it in one day for an extra of $5, and this same and this just like that. So then you what? If you are done with the pricing, you what? You save. Now believe me, these things work like magic. You have to take it very serious. It works like magic. So as soon as I save, I continue. So another thing you must take into consideration is your what? Your gig description. Now, your gig description play a very large role in optimizing your gig. Now, like I said before, make those search tag show in your title of your gig, meaning your gig title, the overview of your gig should carry those search tag, meaning those keywords that you want people when they come to Fiverr, when they search for you see them, they are going to see you or find you. You need to make those gig to show those keywords rather to show on your gig title. Now, having made that to show on your gig title, the next thing you need to do in this first paragraph of your description, make sure that the one or two of these search tags appear in the first paragraph. If you look, I talked about responsive professional WordPress website. Now, if you look at it, if you look at the gig description, look at what I said here. If you are looking for a professional WordPress web designer for a responsive and professional website, you see, I've already captured the keywords there, responsive and professional website. So whatever title you have, capture that title and that keyword on the first paragraph. It's very important. It helps your gig to rank as well. Now you can come back and tell them why they need to choose you, the features you'll be offering. And note, it is good to let them know that they should contact you first. And also, one important thing that drives traffic to your gig when people look at your gig and they want to order it is one thing I do that gives me order a lot. 100, I can say what? 100% 100% money back, money back guarantee. So meaning if I cannot do this job for this person, I'm showing the guy that if I cannot do your job, 100% sure that I'm going to what refund you your money. It makes your gig work. So if you're having difficulty in getting a gig description, you can also go and look for some of these other guys on Fiverr, how they what describe their gig. Now, if you look at this guy, say if you are looking for a high quality WordPress website, see he has highlighted what one of the keywords, which is what WordPress website. And if you scroll down, you will see that good, you will see that the person must use what? That WordPress website as a search tag. Are you seeing it? That is the logic and that is the magic. Make sure that this search tag reflects in your what? First paragraph of your description. Are you seeing it now? One of them reflect because you don't have to cluster a lot of keywords. You put too many of them, Fiverr is going to reject it. So you have to at least select one or two of those keywords from your and make sure those keywords are in your gig title and make sure it's in your gig description and make sure it's also what in your search tag from your overview. So when you are done with that, you move to the next one and what can give them what a requirement and we'll move to the next thing, which is the third one. Like I said, to rank your gig title, move to the third one. I said it's what? Gallery optimization. Now you must optimize your gallery. Now, when I mean optimize your gallery, what do I mean by optimizing your gallery? Add appealing image and videos that talked about your services. Don't go and carry one rough picture or one picture you download from somewhere and add to your Fiverr gig. It will not fly. It will not fly. Seriously, it will not fly. Now, create a unique image. Don't just go and download something. Create something unique. If you're a web designer or if you're a logo designer, graphic designer, just look for something unique, maybe something of your own that is related to your niche. You understand what I mean now? So look for that and add to your gallery. Now, there's one new secret on Fiverr. If you look, even when you are creating your gig, Fiverr will always tell you, say what? Showcase your talent. Try and create a video of what your services. Now, always add a video of what you will be rendering. It could be a slide or video showing the customers of things you've done or previous jobs or good content of you. You understand? So you must need a video to upload to your gig. That's one of the things that works like magic now. So I optimize my photos, make sure my photos are clear, make sure that they are nice. Then thereafter, after optimizing my photo, I must at least add a video and try and as much as I can not to use only one image. You are getting what I'm saying right now. Try and use multiple images. Like don't use one, use like two or three related images that what are unique and they are related to your niche. Now create video, add video, and as soon as I'm done adding the video, this class is not going to show you how you're going to get videos. I'll make another video on how you can be able to do or create exciting videos that you can use for your gig. So you add your video and you save and you continue. Now after saving, if you've added your video, you save, and if it's a new gig, you publish your gig. Now after publishing your gig, all you need to do will move to the last phase of this class, which is what? Promotion. I said promote your gig. Now drive traffic to your gig. Gone are those days when you create your Fiverr gig and you start sitting down and expecting you get order. Even if your gig is on top or is on maybe third page or fifth page on Fiverr, you have to try as much as you can. Copy the link of your video, publish them, share them in your social media platform. If it's your Instagram, your Facebook pages and all that. Make sure that you promote your gig every day. Every day, make sure you promote your gig. And also, in the process of promotion, make sure you you go to Fiverr and look for buyer requests every day and send at least the minimum of 10 buyer requests that you have. So make sure you send that. I'll be leaving an email in case you have any question on this. You can send me an email or comment on our YouTube channel, and uh, you get quick response from us. So I believe this video is going to help you a lot on ranking your video. Just follow the steps as I've highlighted them and make sure you follow them properly. And though this video is not targeted to only web design niche, you can use it for any other niche provided you follow what the instructions. Thank you. I'll see you in my next video.